Hey YouTube, been messing about with this other camera. This amp here, the Sunn Alpha 112 PR. It's been lent to me. Looking after it for my pal. Just plug it in and see where it's going. So it's like, unlike most of our stuff, it is actually an old amp from like the 70s or 80s. That buzz is really annoying. I kind of don't want to touch it. I've run out of switch cleaner, which is shocking. Need to buy more. Just seems a little bit crunchy. So as you can see, I've managed to flip the camera and I've worked out how to do it so you can see the knobs of that guitar at the top of the screen. Jeez, that's difficult to do. There. So I worked out why I'd had it flipped and stuff. So let's have we go with the corker. I do have my pedal board plugged into it, into the bright channel. You can't really, I'll point out what those things, those knobs are. So we've got, got a sore knee. We've got drive, bass, mid frequency, so like a parametric, treble, level, reverb. We'll put the level up, the drive down. I don't know if I've ever really spent much time with an EQ, but that mid-frequency thing, it's giving me the Fendery sounds, which I was kind of going for. It's annoying that this, I had to turn that light on. I need to get myself another Temu or a Temu light from over there because people keep saying, my hair's, I'm not going as grey as that light makes it look. It's because I've got that daylight bulb in, I'm not, honestly. I also got a bit of a guillotine wire there, so I can't go over there. It pure reeks of gigging amp. I don't really know Sunn. Are they not an American thing? The buzzing's coming from my pedal board. I think there's some earth issue. If I go straight into the amp, I'm kind of like having the tuner and stuff there. Oh, am I doubling the reverb? I think I am actually. So it's got its own reverb. Oh, my knee hurts. Bit better actually with just having one reverb on it. Obviously, this thing's one of those ones that's meant to be up at full bung. I don't even know how many watts it is. And I think what it says in below, where it says Alpha 112, is CMOS. So has that something to do with MOSFETs? Remember FET and MOSFETs and Boba Fett being a big thing around about the sort of late 70s, early 80s? That's it. I have to have a wee go at the distortion. It's kind of making me want to get that Carlton up and running. Maybe just, I'm totally 90% sure it's basically me burst the pot. So I think what I might do is buy or find another pot replace the pot, see if that fixes it, because the problem we've got is not one that we had when I first had it. I fixed the problem that it did have, but I burst what it doesn't have. It's not as big sounding, it's a bit more... It's kind of, era-wise, it kind of reminds me of the Judge Death bass, kind of that time. It's a really nice speaker. I think maybe that's kind of what's making me feel a wee bit like the Carlton. It's a similar vibe. It is annoying that it's picking up the interference from my badly done pedal board. Similar vibe to the Carlton, where you've got like a 1x12 man's amp for playing in a pub where, yeah, there's a PA, you sing into it. Do you know what I mean? None of this. And some guy doing the sound. Yeah, the singer does the sound. You know what I mean? He does his own volume. But so, I mean, designed to be played loud, but I mean, so much headroom and room in there for... I'm going to have to ditch that. Just go straight in, see what happens. Oh, my knee! Oh. Better not be exactly the same. Steve, much less. There, so maybe have to have a look at my pedal board, see what's going on there. The orange sounded alright. Mid frequency. Try the other input. So, bright. I'll be using the bright channel. Yeah. Let's kill some of that mid I've been fighting for. Okay. I'm liking that. Oh, I like that bit. No. Forgot, if the rat pedal's not plugged in, neither is the loop pedal. But I mean, this is, I suppose you could just go for a tube versus solid state thing, comparison video with this, because basically everything else is the same in here, apart from it's a solid state amp. I'm going to guess it's 100 watts, but I don't know. I've not looked. I should look at the back of it. It'll tell me. I kind of like doing these videos. I've got the opportunity, which most folk don't get, where I just like, here it is. If you just found one in the street, because it's my pals, you know, it's like I didn't buy it, so I've got no research in it, no opinions really of thing, apart from I was like, pure wow, it's like a pure retro 70s thing, which I've not seen before. And he's like, no, it's just from the 70s. So the edges of it are kind of made. I can't think what it reminds me of. It reminds me of like, see the sort of fold down tables used to get in caravans. It's got two sort of almost like wooden protection things as end pieces, which are kind of protection all the way around the outside. It's pretty mad. But I mean, I think one of the problems with the tubes being better than solid state, which is not really a thing anymore because you get your modelling amp, so it's kind of almost got to more of a digital versus analog, because obviously it's analog, rather than being tubey, but still not digital. But I think there's maybe a little bit more closeness than you would think. One of the problems is people go, oh, I've got an old, tranny amp. Yeah, you never really, up when you got to the sort of 70s and 80s, you could make cheaper amps, yes, solid state, but you could make a really cheap solid state amp. You couldn't really make a really cheap valve amp. Really, we kind of do that a wee bit now, but so if you basically spent a couple of £100 on a valve amp in whatever year it was, and then you bought the similar transistor amp, the similar transistor amp would be like £100, so it's half the price. Whereas if you actually bought a £200 tranny amp, compared to the cost the same as the valve one, I bet you there would be it's a better deal, if you know what I mean. Because I mean, I don't have any doubts that that's a giggable amp. It's just got power to it. But I mean, even it passes the test for being, well, I would need to work out why I'm getting that mains hum, or the hum coming through from the pedal board. But my one of my things is that whether it passes or not, would I be able to basically just put it where the orange is and just use it for everything? Just use it as a clean channel and a speaker and have my pedal board running into it. And if it probably the pedal board's fault, but yeah, it's totally, I could use that as a mini amp. That'd be fine. We're doing all the stuff I'm doing here, and I would attempt to gig it as well. Obviously, I would have to the fact that it is old and clean and it's kind of weird. It's the sort of thing I kind of remember seeing for 50 quid and stuff like that, but not that one, but things that kind of look like that. I've had, various bits of PA equipment. Probably not so much guitar amps or bass amps, but various PA equipment, because there were only, people were running, 100 watt PA for vocals, and it's like, now you get 100 watt PA, in your phone kind of thing. It's thousands of watts you get in a PA now, so all this old fashioned stuff, which is heavy to lug about. I mean, it's quite a heavy amp, but it's a nice, sensible amp. I love the size of it, and it's working really well at low volumes. Obviously, it's meant to be much louder than that, but it's a nice. And even the distortion on it was quite a thing. It's like, it's kind of a bit like the distortion you get on the the Marshall Valve State, your standard, but like a really good version of it. You know what I mean? It's like I don't know, it's like it is a beef burger, but this is here on one side is your McDonald's £1.19 cheeseburger, and the other side's a Bob's burger. They are both burgers, but the Bob's one's not really. It's a kind of different thing. And I do think this got a better distortion than a lot of not simulated, what's it called? Modelled. Is it simulated? No, what do you do? Sampled? No, whatever it is you do to them. But then again, being old, liking things old-fashioned, Fancy guitar, a lead, it's not quite long enough, and an amp. That's my jam. I mean, these are sounds I could use absolutely no bother. A little bit different from what I would normally use with sort of clean sounds, but it's different. Worse. No, I'm not really. I don't have this super. Some people do have a supervision in my head of what the best. I'm reaching for the holy grail of tone, Mr. Whitesnake. Tone, the holy grail of tone. I just like finding what tones I find on the way. Sometimes it's good. Sometimes I can plug into an app and not enjoy it, and then sometimes it's great. You play it for a wee bit of while and you get used to it, and it's like a slightly different EQ and a slightly different everything, different voicing. It reacts slightly differently. Not saying if the challenge was, I'm thinking of that with these pedals as well. If the challenge was to sound exactly the same as, it's like you take your Ibanez Roadster there. Does it sound exactly the same as a Strat? And it's like, well, kind of not really what they were trying to do. I mean, it kind of fucking does, but it does other things and it's a wee bit different. It's like aiming for something slightly different. So just get something that's actually good, like a good distortion pedal. Does it matter if it sounds exactly the same as a Rat, or kind of like a Rat, or, the difference? Going solid state. But I need to get my Carlton up and running. This is getting me going because the Carlton, I'm not saying it's a better amp than that, but it's fucking wood and it's got basket weave on it. And it was made in Coatbridge, which is actually where the owner of that amp lives. So I mean, it's obviously better. The part of it doesn't work, so obviously I would gig that first. That's a great tone. Oh, and you won't believe what I did this afternoon. It's like something I should have been doing a long time ago. I'll just but you'll find out by the weekend, and I'll be back. I'll be on the live stream. It's back. Oh shit, that's right. Maybe yeah. Catch you later. Solid States. All right, mate.